Hi guys, so this might be a short video. I'll probably do a longer video as usual, but this video is going to be called The Pretty Girl Warfare. So, The Pretty Girl Warfare, Exoticals, Pretty Girls. I might do a longer video and ignore the freaking this like noise in the background because every time I do my freaking videos there's always freaking distractions, right? Because it's like, I don't know, I'm too powerful, so there has to be distractions. But I keep going. All right, so one thing you should know as a pretty girl, you gotta keep going for your dreams. You gotta keep being beautiful and gorgeous no matter what anyone says. If they love you, if they want the best for you, they're gonna encourage it. They're gonna motivate it. They're gonna be proud of you being beautiful and gorgeous because that's a good thing. All right, when you feel better, you look better. Sometimes, not always the case, but this is going to be the pretty girl warfare. Mostly for my exoticals, girls who can relate or girls who are pretty and don't hate on girls like me, the goddess, the light skinned girl, period. So the pretty girl warfare is essentially what pretty girls face when they're pretty, right? So you'll have, not all the time, but this is something that can happen when you are that girl, especially in exotical. You'll have a lot of guys thinking that they owe you, like thinking that you owe them, if that makes sense, right? They'll try to harass you. Okay? That's the pretty girl warfare. It's like the negative things that you might face. There's also positive things of being pretty, but that's the pretty girl warfare. It doesn't matter what skin tone you are, whatever. But the pretty girl warfare. But especially if you're like a lot of people's idealistic girl and you are their beauty standard, it gets more crazy. But yeah, so a lot of guys will feel entitled to have you. And this is why I'm like, yeah, you gotta decenter man. You gotta pick the guy you want, but like, yeah, they'll feel entitled to you. They'll try to harass you. They'll try to get the worst reaction out of you by harassing you. When I say harassing you, what I mean is giving you unwanted attention. Like, who doesn't like receiving compliments, right? If it comes from a genuine place. But some guys, the minute they see that you're attractive, don't think they have a chance dating you. And they don't have a chance, especially if they're ugly. I said what I said. Because guys be thinking that girls don't have no standards. We have standards. Like, the exoticals, we have standards, all right? So, yeah. All right? Like, it ain't free dating us. It ain't free. Now... Yeah, I said what I said. Now, a lot of guys will want you, but they can't have you. So you pick the guy you want. But, they'll feel like they can have you, or they'll be so desperate to want to be with you because you make them feel happy. Like, you're the prize, legit. You're the prize. And I have guys who want me. A lot of guys want me, but I don't want them, right? And I'm so petty that if you didn't want me when I was in my lowest, I'm not gonna date your ass when I'm my highest. I'm gonna tell you F off. I'm gonna tell you go screw yourself because I'm that girl and you couldn't recognize the value, so now all of a sudden you wanna have me. F off. F off for real. Jump off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play no games. Like, that just is disrespectful. That's what I don't like. I don't respect guys who don't see the value in a woman, but then when that woman levels up and do the best for herself without him, she proves to herself and to him that she doesn't need him. All of a sudden, he wants to come back like he's a stupid mother effer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes this is why I tell girls to descend men. I descend men, honestly. There used to be a time I didn't really descend men as much as I do now, but descend man. So pretty girl warfare, you'll have people jealous of you. Not everyone, but a lot of people will be jealous of you. Men, women, girls, kids will be jealous of you. There's proof, right? There's proof. You'll have a couple, they're standing in the corner. As soon as they see you, they want to hold hands tighter because they feel that they're not loyal as soon as you walk in, right? I had a girl, she had a man, and her man kept looking at me when she's there with him, and then she hold his hand tighter. Yeah, I must be that girl, period. But it's like, I don't want your man. And like, I don't want your man. Like, I can have better, obviously. But yeah, that's a pretty girl warfare. I might do a longer video. Comment down below if you can relate with this. But it is frustrating. The most frustrating thing for me, honestly, is guys who are not my type, who think they can date me. You cannot date me. I date who I want. That's the thing. And I'm the type of girl, you gotta treat me right emotionally and physically. Like, you gotta be my type. muscular, good looking, smart, emotionally available. Yeah, so a lot of guys. I had a guy, he's old as F. I'm not saying old guys are not pretty, but he's old as heck. He's not my type. And he thought he can have the chance to date me. Guys will feel so like they owe you like the audacity to be like, oh, I want to date you. Like, you're not my type. Why you want to date me? You're not my type. Don't you know how it's gonna go? If you date me and you're not my type, yeah, I'm gonna be so bossy. I'm gonna tell you what I want. I'm gonna tell you what I want. You better give me what I want because I'm not into you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it's gonna work out. For real, I'm not playing games. I'm not like these other girls out here in the platform being so nice and kiki and haha. I have feelings. I'm a woman. I'm a goddess. I don't have time for a man to make me mad. I'm a Haitian girl. I'm a Caribbean. Everybody knows. You can play with a white girl. You can play with a Hispanic, but you can't play with a Caribbean woman. I'm like Hispanic low key. I'm mixed, but you know me. A lot of men can't handle a Caribbean woman, a black woman. They can't handle that. Only a real man can. But yeah, that's what makes me mad. Guys will try to harass you and like do the most. Like, you're not my type. So that's a pretty good warfare, is that people will see you as eye candy instead of seeing you as a person. People won't want to like know you. They'll try to like use you. And bruh, they'll get so mad as soon as you have boundaries and be like, I'm not interested, or you don't want to be your friend. They'll take it so personal, and they shouldn't take it personal. Like, I don't like you, like, or I just don't want to be with you. I'm like in my own lane, right? What? Yeah, so that's a pretty good warfare. Like, sometimes you feel alone because it's like, bro, people are not real. You're too real, but they're not real. And then it's like, you know, pretty good warfare. You gotta deal with people who are jealous. People who will say random things and they don't know you. I had a girl sit next to me. She started talking about my earrings. I had one long earring and one short earring. She said something about my long earrings. I didn't really listen because this girl was out of her mind. But like, she was speaking to herself, but then she was speaking to me in a sense, like she was looking at me when she was speaking and she wanted me to say something. She was disturbing my peace. She was trying to disturb my peace, right? She started talking something. I don't know if she said some trash things about my earrings, talking about how I have one earring longer than the other. It's like, why are you mad? Get your own earrings if you got a problem. This is the thing. When you're the pretty girl, people will say random out of their mouth to get a reaction out of you. Then when you spaz out and crash out on their ass, they're going to play victim. That's a pretty girl warfare. Being pretty is not for everyone. I ain't trying to be rude, but there's a level to this. There's a level to this. Especially when you're black or you're not white. I'm telling you, you're better than all of them. I'm not playing games. When you're a freaking black woman, you know you can get any man you want. That's the thing that they won't tell you. White people won't tell you that, but I will, because I know what I'm talking about. Especially if you're mixed, that's even higher. People want you even more. But the pretty girl warfare, people will be jealous of you. I might do a part 2, but comment down below if you can relate. So you gotta be strong. You gotta keep being beautiful and be bold. You have to be bold, all right? You have to stand your ground, and sometimes you don't have to say something. If you're the type of girl who's introvert, you don't have to say something. You only say something when you have to, or when you want to, or when the time is needed for you to say what you have to say, for them to get the idea that you're not one to be messed with. That's why I say being an exotical is not easy, but being a pretty girl on top of being an exotical, all right, that is even harder. That's more challenges your way. There's so many times I had people try to get me mad. I had a girl give me the middle finger for no reason. She don't know me. I don't give a damn if she's a kid. I don't care if she's younger than me. You don't provoke me. Do not provoke me. That's the worst thing you can ever do for yourself. Right? So that's a pretty good warfare. You have to deal with jealousy. Not that you want to, but you deal with jealousy. People try to make you mad. They're so mad that you're pretty and gorgeous and you have your own things going on that they don't even care if you're going through something hard. All they see is you glowing and shining. But why would I look like my struggle? You know? And it's not a competition. I'm not trying to make you be like, oh, I never go through something bad, so like what? Like, I don't care about how people think about me. I really don't. But pretty girl warfare is real. This is why you work at a place and they really try to be the ugly ass Karens trying to really make it look like you ain't working. When they see you working, trying to make you mad. And when you're a black woman on top of it, don't let her be a white girl, a old ass white girl who don't get no attention from men. And she ain't pretty. She lost her prime. I'm not saying if you're an old white girl you're not pretty, but you guys know who I'm talking about, right? You're old ass white woman who lost her prime. Instead of being nice and friendly to a pretty girl, you really you're so jealous that everything she does, it's like you don't even see it. You act like she's not working, and then and because she's pretty, you want to act like she ain't doing nothing. So you find another way to make it harder for her by telling her she ain't working, right? When you see her working in action, like I don't like that. Like people are so jealous. This is what you gotta deal with as a pretty girl. This is why I call it the pretty girl warfare. You gotta pray. You gotta be close to God. You gotta know how to walk alone. Because sometimes you have no choice to walk alone. You have no choice, alright? People would judge you for looking good. People would judge you if you look bad. People would judge you if you're trying to do the best. People would judge you if you're wearing something you like that they can't understand. Pretty girl warfare. I might do a part 2. That's what it is. Like, I had to deal with people making me mad. I had to deal with a girl trying to give me, like, she give me the middle finger. I don't know her, she don't know me. That's a real thing that we face as pretty girls. Pretty girl warfare. Men will never understand what it is to be a pretty woman in this world. They will never understand. Unless if they're kind of handsome, they kind of understand, but they will never understand how it is to be a woman in this world who's pretty, minds her business, trying to do the best for herself, and don't look like a struggle. That should be respected and commendable. So in the pretty girl warfare, I want you girls to be beautiful and gorgeous. Keep being yourself and keep being the best girl you want to be. And if somebody gives you things that you like for free, then you deserve that. Alright? If they give you flowers, a chain, necklaces, it's whatever. You deserve to be spoiled. I said what I said. Like, I said what I said. When you're a pretty girl, you will find out that it's best to be alone and have God with you wherever you go. Because people will really try to make you mad on a daily basis. They'll try to make you mad and corrupt your spirit. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, a girl really made me mad yesterday. The whole entire day I was fuming. I was raging because a girl gave me the middle finger for no reason. Disrespectful. So when you're pretty, people will really try to disrespect you. And you will have men, not every guy, but you'll have some guys trying to humble your ass by telling you should wear less makeup or asking you why you dress a type of way, knowing damn well they spoke to you when you were dressed that way. Right? So all of a sudden, you're getting too much attention, you're looking too pretty, now they got a problem, but they met you that way. Right? That's the pretty girl warfare. A lot of girls don't talk about this, but I talk about this. I don't give a F about what anybody thinks. I don't give a F. Especially from a man. I don't give a F. You're not a woman to understand. You will never understand. You will never understand. So I tell my girls, be pretty, be gorgeous, get what you want. Like, I don't know what to tell you on the unproblematic way, of course. But if somebody wants to give you, like, the world without you asking for it, why not have that? Right? Like, I feel like it's easier being a man in this world than being a freaking woman, especially a pretty girl. It's easier because they can do, it's like they can say and do whatever and they know nobody judge it. But if you're a pretty girl, if you're a girl and you just try to go for your dreams, you try to do the best for yourself, it's like everybody has something to say about it, for real. I don't understand. I really don't. Especially if you have a good heart and everything, but that's a pretty girl warfare. The battle is real, but you stand stronger and you become stronger. The battle is real. The battle is real. So I want you to be yourself. I want you to shine in your aura. I want you to shine in your spotlight and never apologize for that. Never. Just like Justin Bieber said in one of his songs, never say never. Wherever you are that makes you shine brighter than a star, be in that territory. Be in that lane and be proud of it. Ain't no girl gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is because I know everything that I talk about. Everything I say is a lot of pretty girls, they can relate. The ones who have a good heart. But they're not doormats, but they have a good heart. They can relate. It's a battle, it's a warfare. Being gifted, being talented, and being a girl who minds her business, it's a battle, it's a warfare. You'll have people try to humble you. Can you imagine? You can be insecure, but then people try to make you feel insecure. People don't know your battles, but they're trying to give you a battle because they assume you ain't got no battles. Right? That's a pretty girl warfare. Exotical girl warfare. But we shine harder, we shine brighter. And the Karens be mad and jealous. This is why I don't care if I sound mean talking about Karens and jealous ass Karens. And yes, there's girls who aren't old, but they're still Karens. There can be white girls who are not old and they're still Karens because they act so trash and they're so jealous about girls who are not white. They're jealous of black girls. Not all of them, but the ones who are jealous, they're jealous. You can see it from the way they assume you ain't working when you're busting your ass more than everybody else. Legit, I'm busting my ass more than everybody else. For real. Like, for real. But then when you clap back, when you snap back, when you respond, it's like they wanna be in an argument. They wanna play. They wanna play and we'll play. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty good warfare. It's not for everybody. Being pretty and minding your business and having a good heart where you're trying to do the best for yourself and people you care about, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. That's why God gives gifts to certain people. A lot of girls, they're going to be like, pretty's for everybody. Yeah, everybody can be pretty, but it's not for everybody. Not everyone can handle the challenges, the battles you have when you have certain things given to you by God or certain things you have in general. Certain privileges, whatever you call it. Being yourself is power by itself if you know who you are by yourself, period. But it's like not every girl can really handle the challenges. When you're very pretty, when you're pretty in your own way, people who don't like that, they'll try to humble you. They'll try to say something to make you feel like you shouldn't dress the way you dress when you feel good the way you dress. But they'll try to phrase it in a way that makes it look like you are the problem when you're not. I say everything factual. Nobody can deny what I say. Nobody can deny what I say. Factual things that I say. So you gotta be bold, you gotta be strong, you gotta keep being beautiful and gorgeous and ignore all the freaking negative criticism. They don't like when a girl be pretty and she acts mean. No, it's not that I'm acting mean. I have boundaries. You don't know what I had to deal with behind closed doors. And to the girls that can relate, shout out to the ones that can relate that don't hate. I see you, kind of. Yeah. But it's like, it's real. People will assume that you have it easy. And then you'll have guys assume that they can be with you and they'll be so desperate and creepy and weird. That's another challenge that not every girl can handle. Some of us were actually bold. Some of us were about that. I'm about that. But I try. I really try to be nice and sweet, but I'm about that. I'm about that for real. That's why I be like, I don't like when people really think and assume that because, oh, I'm a pretty girl or whatever. It's like all of a sudden I owe you something. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't owe you nothing. What's up? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so that's the pretty girl warfare. It's a challenge every day. That's why you gotta keep your composure. It's even a challenge to keep your composure because when you crash out, you have the right to crash out, honestly. Honestly, people be trying it. People be trying it. But you shine brighter, you look brighter, period. And if a guy is into you, make sure he likes you more than you like him. So it's okay to be a man's preference. It's not easy being a girl and a pretty girl on top of that. Alright, so make sure he likes you more than you like him so he can give you a lot of things that you like without you giving something you don't want to give to him, if you know what I mean. Because you're the prize, so you have to tell him the boundaries that you're putting up between him and yourself. So he doesn't play with your emotions and he respects you as a person. Because when you're pretty, the pretty girl warfare, people will expect you to act a type of way, and when you don't, they'll be like so upset. But why are you upset? Like, not every pretty girl has the same personality. We don't, right? So pretty girl warfare, girl, be amazing, be strong, be beautiful. I said what I said. Don't be someone you're not just to please a man, just to please a girl, just to please a woman, just to please friends, family, strangers, whatever you call it. If you change for the betterment of yourself, make sure that is actually something that you want to do. Change to the better version of yourself and try to do the best for yourself. And if something doesn't work out, reroute and go to another route where it works for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the pretty girl warfare. A lot of girls, I don't like how a lot of girls come out here and they don't tell you what it actually is. But I'm going to give you solutions. So be strong, be beautiful, be gorgeous. And you wouldn't take advice from someone who don't know what they're talking about or who never experienced what they're talking about or whatever you call it. But sometimes, you know, you just gotta know, period. Like the intentions, how people are at everything. And the more challenges you have, the more you become strong, the more you have no choice to be bold and have the audacity to stand tall when no one is standing tall around you, if that makes sense, right? So comment down below if you can relate with this. And that's the pretty girl warfare. I might do a part 2, but a pretty girl warfare. It gets hard, but you become stronger eventually. And I'm here to empower people. I empower myself as well. But people will really try to make you mad. People won't understand you. People will assume that they should have you. But it's like, okay, you are into me, but I'm not into you. So what's up? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't like to act like a mean girl. But, a privilege of mine, honestly, is that I'm a black girl. I know I said that so many times. I'm mixed, by the way. But I'm a black girl. So the privilege I have is when I'm mad, people know how to step aside and not do the most. Because they know me being mad is worse than a white girl being mad. They just know it is. They just know. That's why some of them might be like, oh, she has attitude. There's a difference, honestly, between a girl who has attitude, between a girl who is nice and sweet, but then she has boundaries and now she has attitude. You know what I mean? So, pretty girl warfare. Keep being beautiful, keep being gorgeous. People make it hard for you because they see that your beauty is amazing and currency. But I'm the type of girl, I don't care if you're beautiful and gorgeous. Like, that doesn't make me mad. And I don't even get mad if a girl has no problems or struggles. I don't get mad at that. I have my own things to focus and care about. That doesn't mean I don't care about other people, but it just means, like, why would I care? Like, why would I just spend my time thinking about what someone else is doing when I can do what I want, period, for myself? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like pretty girl warfare. Guys, not all of them, but a lot of them will assume or want you to be with them when you don't want to be with them. Like, it's one thing to be like a type of guy that you want to be with a girl, but she don't want to be with you. Now, like, have a brain cell and understand that it's time for you to move on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's what it is. And it doesn't matter how dressed up you are, how covered up you are. Like, some guys will be so weird that it's like you can be dressed like a nun and they'll act like a disgusting ass person because they're into you, so they don't know how to behave. And if you crash out, if you tell them like go away, like, don't feel bad about that. Because, like, think about how many guys will treat a girl bad because they're not into her. But of course some guys might be respectful, but what I'm saying is, like, this is a time for you to actually know what you want. And if a guy makes you feel uncomfortable, if a guy wants you to do something you don't want to do, but he wants you to do it because you're pretty, tell him straight up, like, I don't do that. I don't do that. End of period. End of sentence. Period. I don't do that. I just no. Pretty girl warfare. I had a girl try to trigger me. When I say trigger, I mean she tried to make me mad. That's what it is. It's a slang. I think a lot of people know that, but she tried to make me mad. Give me the middle finger. I know I said that before, but people be wondering what goes on when you're a pretty girl, but they're not ready for the challenges. Sometimes, honestly, you're not ready for the challenges, but because you face so many challenges, that it's like, it just becomes automatic. The minute somebody is trash, you just know how to deal with that. You know what I mean? You either ignore them as the peasant they are, or, like, legit, you let them know that you're not the one to play with. All right? So, pretty girls, exoticals, you don't need friends, but if you have friends, make sure that they're trustworthy and they actually care about you. You don't need friends to be valuable and special, right? Like, having friends is not for all of us. Like, I'm being for real. Like, I'm so special to the point that, like, I tried, honestly, not really tried. It's not hard. But, there's times I could have been somebody's friend, but it's just like I wasn't feeling the way they were treating me, the way they saw me as a person. Like, I had a girl think because I'm younger than her that I don't know nothing in life or nothing in general. And I don't have no knowledge because she's older than me. Like, I just can't deal with that. So you don't have to have friends. You have yourself and you have God and you have family, I hope. But pretty girl warfare. is not for everybody because not everyone can handle that. Not everyone can handle being rejected or whatever, being, what's the word, outcasted because they're different or the way they navigate, the way they look is different from most people. So people don't know how to act around it. So they decide to like reject you out of their group or their social group or whatever you call it, friends, relationship, whatever you call it, right? And I'm the type of girl, you should be like this. If a man never liked you when you were not glammed, when you were natural, don't let him be into you when you're glammed up and when you have a freaking a fame and clout. You know? Yeah, I don't play with guys like that. I really don't. That's when I become the worst girl that they had never seen before. I'm not sugarcoating because it's like, it's disrespectful. You didn't like me when I was natural. Now you want to like me when I'm glammed up. Or you'll have a guy, he's into you, and then he sees that you're glammed up, or you're just the way you are. And then all of a sudden, he wants to talk down on you, say, why you dress like that? Why you act like that? But that's how he met you. That's how he saw you for the first time. So now he has a problem with that. I don't play with that. Like, all you pretty girls, exoticals, never be with a guy who talks down on the way you look, especially when you know damn good that you look amazing. But he's just saying things to make you be the most saddest, shallowest, saddest version of yourself that you never was or that you never want to be. Right? By telling you shouldn't wear this, you shouldn't wear that, that's fake. Those are for fake people. Like, you're not fake, you know you're not fake, but he's trying to categorize you as a bad person because this is for fake people. Right? I had a guy try to humble me, like legit. Where he at though? Nowhere to be found. Why? Because I'm not the one to play games with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna tell a man straight up. Like, you don't like me the way I am, go date somebody else. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had a guy try to humble me. And I had girls try to humble me too. So pretty girl warfare is not for everybody. As I said again, you don't have to be prepared for pretty girl warfare. It's good if you are, but sometimes the challenges are so different than other challenges that it just makes you become prepared for the outcome. If you know what I mean. Being excluded by people, not having a lot of friends or not having no friends because like you're too pretty or you're too like special in your own way, in the good way, that they just can't relate or they just don't like it. So why be friends with someone that don't like the way you are? Like, for real. Or your lifestyle is different. Like, you don't party, you don't drink, all of that. But then they're mad and jealous that you look good and you look healthy and you look radiant. So it's like, make up your mind. You don't like that. I don't like you don't like how a person doesn't drink and smoke, but then you don't want to be their friend because they don't drink and smoke. What? It makes no sense. Like, what? You're mad because a girl minds her business and she has a better lifestyle than you? Then have a better lifestyle. Because there's consequences at doing bad lifestyle, like partying, clubbing, and smoking and drinking and all of that. Like, it's just, people are weird. So that's what it is. Pretty girl warfare is not for everybody, especially for exoticals. It's more challenging, but you shine brighter and you look better, period. And you just become a better person. And you can always level up in your own way. But I hope you can understand that, like, not everyone's going to be your friend. Not everyone's going to understand you. But I hope that you keep being yourself and being beautiful and gorgeous in your own way. In your own way, because I'm not going to tell you to not dress the way you dress if that makes you feel confident. You know what I mean? Like, if you wear purple hair, I might not be a fan of it, but if that looks good on you and that makes you feel good, then go for it, right? Unless if you want to ask me my personal opinion about the way you dress, I can help you on some tips on the way to level up better, you know, but not every style is going to be suitable for everybody, right? Not every tea is going to be suitable for everybody because not everybody drinks tea, right? And yeah, and I'm drinking soda. But, you know me, I still be shining and radiant because I have a nice spirit and a nice soul. No shade. So I hope you enjoy this video. But being the pretty exotical girl, beauty warfare is not for the weak. It's not for the weak, all right? You'll have people try to politicize. They'll try to regulate what the way you dress for yourself. Like, if they're a freaking dictator of a freaking whatever, like, they will try to regulate what you're wearing, but you're not regulating what they're wearing, but they try to do it to you. Why? Because you are that girl. And being that girl being the pretty girl, beauty warfare is not for everybody. Because one thing about being pretty, being that pretty girl that has a nice heart, like she's not a doormat, but she stands out in her own way, is that people who don't understand you, they'll try to make it harder for you. Intentionally or not intentionally, they'll try to make it harder for you. All right, they'll try to discourage you. They'll try to unmotivate you instead of applauding you and encouraging you and being proud of you that you're trying to do the best for yourself, for real. They would never understand. They cannot understand. There's levels to this. Jealousy, hate, people try to humble you. And I know what I'm talking about because I had guys and I had a white guy, trash ass white guy, he ugly too. He tried to come on my comment section saying that I'm wearing a wig. It's like, why are you not worried about you looking ugly? Like, for real. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. But now you want to be disrespectful, I'm going to be disrespectful. Like, why you care about what I have on my head? You want to be a girl? Go look like a girl. Like, that's what you want. You want to look like a girl? You so focused on my hair. Like, and who told you it was a wig? Like, you so focused on what people have? Like, and you a man? You're not a man if you so focused on how a girl is dressed. Like, I'm not even dating your ass. Why are you so concerned about that? Yeah. So, yeah, it's giving a guy be, like, so mad that he can't date me, but I don't give a F because I don't date guys who disrespect me. You know, I don't. So, yeah, that's how you know you that girl. You have men be jealous of girls. Can you believe that? Little boys in a man body. Childish, sad and pathetic. They can't compete with other men. That's why you find in the comment section on a pretty girl talking all that trash because they can't compete with other men. They can't. They're just losers of society. Yeah, I said what I said. There's guys who are like, not every white guy is pretty. Some of them are ugly as F. But yeah, I'm the wrong girl to disrespect. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm the wrong girl to disrespect. Right, but one thing it is, like, when you are an exotic, especially a girl like me, if you don't really look 100% like black all the time, you can pass as other race depending on how you dress and all that. It's like people will be so jealous that even white people, not everyone, but a lot of white people, not all of them, but a lot of people who are not black will be jealous as well. They'll say it's a wig, but if you're black, like if you are 100% like dark skin and in black, they won't have the audacity to say that your hair is a wig. It's just jealousy. So that's what I want to say. So keep being beautiful, keep being gorgeous, and keep being beautiful and keep being gorgeous, and I don't care. And the world is your oyster. So be in that spotlight. Never apologize for being that girl, and wear what you want. And don't let nobody make you feel that you shouldn't be yourself and wear what you like, right? So I hope you enjoy this video. Be bold, be yourself. You don't need to be friends with people. You know, you don't have to go get friends. You can do it by yourself. Be yourself. Go for your dreams or whatever. Like, you know, celebrate. Go out. Eat food that you like. Drink tea. Drink coffee. If you have a lifestyle that you're proud of and people might consider it boring, like reading books, studying, minding your business, not being in trouble, not bringing yourself in people's drama and all that, that's a good thing. And they're mad because they can never do what you're doing, right? Because, like, yeah, they don't have the spirit and the soul to do what you're doing, which is minding your business, being that girl, being pretty, trying to do the best for yourself, and just being in your own world and just not thinking about doing drama or problems with other people, all right? And you being pretty, you being in your spotlight, that is not a problem. And that is not a problem. So yeah, people just are acting trash because that's what they are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, comment down below if you can relate with this. Comment down below if you ever felt the pretty girl warfare, which is jealousy, envy, hate, people trying to hate, people trying to make you feel like you are not that girl. So it's like, if I'm not that girl, why are you so concerned about how I look? What? Why are you taking all that time to talk about me who's not that girl, right? That's stupid. That's dumb. Waste of time. It's because they know that you're that girl, but they're too like sad, pathetic, and they can't admit when a girl's actually that girl. So they rather hate instead of learning or being inspired. I said what I said, by another person's aura. So be in your aura, do the best for yourself, and whatever talent and skill you have, maximize it so you can have the best outcome out of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye. Pretty girl warfare, exotic attacks, period. Be that girl. No explanation. Just be that girl. It's a mindset, it's a spirit, it's a soul, period.
Thanks for watching.
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow. Touch so soft where the seasons flow.